There's lots of things you can do with the tiny loom weavings, and I'll be showing you more later on in more videos. But for this one, I thought it'd be kind of fun to hang it with a little straw. This straw is left over from the straws I put into my Lucy looms. On my Lucy looms, I lift the warp threads with the straw instead of the toothpick that I use here. So if you don't have a cute little straw like this, maybe you could get a straw and wrap it with some washi tape, or you could hang with anything you like. So that's my last warp thread, and now I'm going to take the weaving off the loom. I'm going to turn over the loom, and I know this is a little bit of the scary part. I'm going to cut the warp right through the center where that knot is. Kind of scary, I know. After cutting the weaving off the loom, I kind of decided that I didn't like the way this was woven in. So this is going to be my top, and I am going to turn this around. And because the straw is going to be up here, I'm going to tie the knots down here first. The reason being is that we weigh it down with a book. We don't want a book sitting on top of the straw. It will squish it. Now, what I'm going to do is just start tying them in knots. Nothing too fancy, really. There's lots of ways to finish off the bottom, and I'll be showing you more fancy ways later on. But to keep things nice and simple, we're just going to tie it in a double knot. Meaning, each one that I tie 2 times. We'll be putting a little dab of glue on each one later on. And now it's time to tie on the straw. I'm going to take the straw and lay it on top of the warp threads. And I'll take the first warp thread and it will go over the straw. And the second warp thread will go under. Make sure you've got the second warp thread. These guys are a little bit slippery, so I want to make sure I get the second one. There he goes. He's the second guy. And then we'll just tie them right at the top. Next one goes over. And the other one stays below. And try to tie it just the same place at the top that the last knot was. Right next to it. Now don't tie this one too tightly because you have to let this one be as straight as possible.